In this podcast episode, MrBallen, a former Navy SEAL turned internet storyteller, shares his journey of how he stumbled into telling scary stories on the internet. He initially experimented with social media content after leaving the military, trying various genres before finding success with spooky nonfiction stories. Growing up in a family of professional writers and storytellers, MrBallen was surrounded by individuals who excelled in the art of storytelling. This exposure helped him develop his own unique style of storytelling, characterized by holding off details and delivering a powerful reveal at the end. He credits his family for instilling in him the importance of engaging storytelling. One of the key elements MrBallen emphasizes in storytelling is the importance of not giving away too much at the beginning. He highlights the significance of building suspense and mystery to keep the audience hooked until the payoff at the end. By avoiding opening with the conclusion and instead leading the audience through a journey of discovery, he creates a more engaging and satisfying storytelling experience. Drawing from a psychological thriller book, MrBallen illustrates the power of a well-crafted reveal in storytelling. He describes a plot twist where the protagonist's true identity is unveiled in the penultimate chapter, creating a sense of satisfaction and intrigue for the reader. This example showcases how a carefully constructed payoff can enhance the storytelling experience and leave a lasting impact on the audience. MrBallen shares how he grew up in a tough blue-collar town in Massachusetts, where he was surrounded by a culture of street fighting and rebellion. Despite coming from a family of accomplished academics, he struggled with authority and academic success, leading to a period of aimlessness and troublemaking. After flunking out of college and returning home to his mom's basement, MrBallen had a moment of realization. He recognized that he was the one responsible for his own failures and decided to turn his life around. He got a job at the local YMCA, attended classes at UMass Boston, and embraced a stoic lifestyle of work and study. This newfound discipline and sense of responsibility brought him a sense of fulfillment and purpose. While considering his future beyond college, MrBallen expressed interest in joining the military. Encouraged by his mother, he reached out to family friends who were Navy SEALs. Learning about the SEALs' meritocratic approach and the opportunity for personal transformation, he saw it as a chance to reinvent himself and achieve a significant goal. The idea of becoming a Navy SEAL appealed to him as a way to continue his journey of personal growth and responsibility. Training for Navy SEALs involves rigorous physical screening and preparation, including activities like running, swimming, and strength training. MrBallen describes the grueling nature of SEAL training, particularly during Hell Week, where trainees face sleep deprivation, extreme physical challenges, and intense mental pressure. He reflects on his ability to endure discomfort and suffering for extended periods, attributing this resilience to his belief in his own capabilities. MrBallen's experience in Afghanistan as a Navy SEAL further showcases his ability to handle high-stress situations. He recalls engaging in combat missions and facing the constant threat of danger from enemy forces. Despite the intense nature of these missions, he finds a sense of camaraderie and purpose among his teammates, which helps him navigate through challenging circumstances. During a specific mission in Zargar, Afghanistan, MrBallen and his team encounter a group of armed individuals, leading to a close-quarters gunfight. The situation escalates when the enemy combatants throw grenades over a wall, putting MrBallen and his team at risk. Despite the intense fear and chaos of the moment, he reflects on the calm and rational thoughts that went through his mind as he faced the possibility of dying. He describes the slow-motion effect he experienced as the grenade approached, the relief he felt when it didn't blow up immediately, and the sensation of being hit by shrapnel when it finally detonated. The near-death experience had a profound impact on MrBallen's perspective on life and death. He acknowledges the fragility of life and the fleeting nature of existence, emphasizing the importance of living with purpose and pursuing meaningful goals. The experience taught him to appreciate the present moment and to not take life for granted. He also gained a deeper understanding of the transient nature of human existence, realizing that in the grand scheme of things, individual lives are insignificant and eventually forgotten. After returning home, MrBallen struggled with reintegration into civilian life. He grappled with feelings of entitlement and egocentrism, believing that others owed him something for his sacrifice. However, he eventually came to the realization that people are primarily focused on themselves, and that individual accomplishments or failures are ultimately fleeting and inconsequential in the larger scheme of things. This perspective helped him to let go of his ego and to focus on personal growth and self-improvement. MrBallen describes the intense and all-encompassing nature of being a Navy SEAL, where the job is not just a job, but a way of life. The SEAL teams demand full immersion and a strong sense of community, where teammates become like family, and the mission takes precedence over individual identity. Leaving this environment can be disorienting and challenging, as individuals lose their sense of purpose and identity outside of the team. After leaving the SEAL teams, MrBallen attempted to share his SEAL experiences on social media as a way to navigate his transition to civilian life. However, this decision drew intense backlash from the active military community, who viewed his actions as a violation of the unwritten code of silence and humility that surrounds SEAL operations. MrBallen received negative messages and criticism from former teammates and even Medal of Honor recipients, leading to a sense of isolation and alienation. The negative backlash from the active military community had a profound impact on MrBallen's personal and professional life. He felt the weight of disapproval and judgment from his former colleagues, leading him to leave Virginia Beach to escape the negativity. The experience of being shunned by his peers and facing criticism for sharing his SEAL experiences on social media caused emotional distress and strained relationships with individuals he once considered close friends. Despite the challenges and backlash he faced, MrBallen reflects on the reasons behind his decision to share his SEAL experiences on social media. He acknowledges the importance of finding a sense of identity and purpose outside of the SEAL teams and the difficulty of navigating the transition to civilian life. While he understands the perspective of his former colleagues and the cultural norms within the SEAL community, he also recognizes the need to assert his value and worth in the civilian world. In recent interactions with some of his former colleagues, MrBallen has expressed his continued commitment to his identity and values as a former Navy SEAL. He emphasizes that he is still the same person they knew during his time in the SEAL teams, and that his actions were driven by a desire to find his place in the civilian world. Through open communication and empathy, MrBallen seeks to mend relationships and bridge the gap between his past and present identities. One of MrBallen's guiding principles in life is to do things that scare him. He believes that the best experiences and opportunities often lie on the other side of fear, and that facing one's fears can lead to personal growth and fulfillment. He emphasizes the importance of pushing past fear and embracing challenges as a means of achieving personal growth and self-discovery. He shares personal anecdotes of overcoming fear in various aspects of his life, such as in SEAL training and in pursuing his YouTube channel. Through his partnership with Nick Witters and the creation of Ballen Studios, MrBallen has found a sense of stability and growth in his career. He discusses his vision of becoming a hub for talented storytellers and providing a platform for them to thrive. By investing in the development of storytellers and offering opportunities for collaboration, he aims to elevate the quality of content and establish Ballen Studios as a premier destination for storytelling.